Brand Newbros are going to win the whole freaking tournament. All right, we have got the DRONV members coming in with 6 Incursus class frigates, 2 Vexers, an Executor, so they do have Logi to go with this fit. And then let's see what the battleship looks like. And now we've got a Bort Leopard showing up just to watch, I assume.
Okay, transfer. New fleet are in warp still. Another phone comp.
Oh, some Merlins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to lock up this Typhoon right now. It's still working apparently. There we go. No, it's still invulnerable. Come on. So Dathy's
Brand new
Typhoon is going to be the linchpin of this ship. It's going to be
Raven.
So they brought in a Raven, Merlins, Caracals. Yeah, they're going to be going for the missile damage pretty heavily here.
Yeah, we saw a Raven game 1, right?
This is the same comp they used in the first game, yeah.
Ah, okay. We could actually see it in action here. On the stream. Game 1 was missed earlier.
Now they have a Moles with 2 on Acolytes sitting way back.
Alright. We are underway. Looks like this is the first match I've seen where a Logi ship has immediately been targeted down. Meanwhile, Brand Newbros lose a Caracal right off the bat. Alexei Dragovich being shot in the Executor, but he is not even into armor yet. So where is the rest of the damage for the Brand Newbros going right now is my question. They are...
It's like Badass Zeros and Curses is taking some damage here.
Yeah, so going for
He's catching some reps.
Ian and Dare of Brand Newbros is now taking shield damage, and he's taking it fast. He is trying to burn out of range, so good for him. Sweet piloting. Shea Gorath chasing him down in the Vexer, but it looks like he may turn off here as a new primary may get called. Meanwhile, yeah, Badass Zero in the Incursus. Looks like he's got some drone aggro. He's getting reps. Alexei Dragovich holding things down in the Executor. He is now out of shields. Rusrog also out of shields in his Vexer. Still some of the cruisers taking aggro here from the Brand Newbros. Meanwhile, Brand Newbros, though, they're not breaking anything just yet. And Alexei seems to have a local rep as well as his remotes. Shea Gorath eating a bunch of shields now. So primary is being flipped around here as Brand Newbros look for how to break this composition. Ian, though, is starting to lose more shields. It looks like he has been captured by a couple of... Yeah, it looks like Shea Gorath is now on top of him. Let me see if he's got any kind of prop jamming. Looks like he is. He's webbed down and target painted everything. So that's going to be the second Caracal going down real fast here for Brand Newbros. This is looking like DRONV may very well have some of this match in the bag. Badass Zeros and Cursus still hasn't gone down yet. Actually, looks like he either caught reps, managed to warp away. This is brutal, man. Alexei finally taking the aggro, and I think Brand Newbros might break him now. He's down to about half armor. Problem is, the damage is starting to drop here. It's just going to be that Raven, really, for damage, and the Caracal left of Boris Dunks. Boris is now down to half shields himself. And let me find him here. He got webs. He looks like he just got some webs landed on him there from Shea Gorath. So that's going to be curtains for the last Caracal of Brand Newbros. Means they've got a Vigil, Mollis, and a Merlin left remaining. And those aren't going to have the DPS output alone to do much here. Alexei still half armor. So I'm starting to think the Caracal comp finally has been defeated here, and Brand Newbros, I don't want to call it too early, but they may just be getting kicked out of the tournament by DRONV. Drones number 5. They've got to finish breaking Boris Dunks here, but that shouldn't take too terribly long. And where's all the aggro for Brand Newbros going?
Looks like
going on Alexei, and he's still repping.
Yep, they are just pounding against him and not getting anywhere. Their last Merlin just went down.
So I'm kind of expecting the Raven once again to be either rapid light or rapid heavy fit, and so he's going to be, doing damage in huge bursts to Alexi, and then he's going to have to go on that reload cycle, which may be what we saw earlier. He may have been on reload, but now Alexi's still managing to keep himself very, very effectively tanked here. And of course, because he kept himself, as a standard Logi pilot should, kept himself nice and behind his entire fleet, he's not having a problem. Caracal now down at Boris Dunks, and that's a lot more damage off the field for Brand Newbros. I like the primary calling here of DRONV. Did a good job to take out those Caracals quickly, especially realizing there wasn't any real Logi on the field for Brand Newbros. So that's looking pretty bad.
Looks like the Raven is starting to take some damage now.
Yeah, he looks like he's got a nice local rep. That's
Yeah.
a strong tank on that Raven. But he is going to have to tank the full 10 members of DRONV. There's is it even 10? Hang on a second here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only counting 7 of them. Looks like they just brought a 7-man comp and have been rolling it pretty well, unless they lost a couple of ships earlier that I missed.
There are 3 drones, 5 wrecks. They've lost 3 incursions.
Oh, they have lost 3. Okay. So they've actually... Oh, is the incursuses they lost, or... Yeah, that's right. They brought in 7 incursuses, and they have 4 now. Haha, I'm an idiot. So they did lose 3 ships, and I just didn't have them locked up. But that's fine. The issue here, of course, is that all the DPS is now off the field for... except for the Raven, for Brand Newbros. And the Raven is now dropping fast through his shields. That's it's looking pretty scary for him. I don't know if his rep's going to be able to hold that at all. Pretty solid rep cycles there. But with as much DPS as coming in on him, I doubt he holds for much longer, and this might be one of the first battleships we see die really before the Sino gets cycled down. How long do we have left in this match?
So we've got about 2.5 minutes left, and the Raven is taking some serious damage.
Yeah, it's plenty of time for that Raven to go down. Badass Zero took a bit, Taliathesant took a bit, and Yu Ming in the Incursus is through shields. Meanwhile, we've seen some passive regen come back up on Russ and Shea Gorath. They haven't been touched. Alexi, also passive regen coming up on him. So where is the DPS for this Raven going? I'm not even sure if he's shooting it much right now. Nobody's touched Taliathesant in the Typhoon, and the Raven is dropping into structure very soon here. So it's lights out for our poor Raven. We're all quoting Nevermore. And it looks like Brand Newbros have just lost their chances to move on. Unless the Mollis pilot there can, the lone Mollis can manage to run things his way. I don't think I've ever seen a Mollis kite 6 people and burn down a battleship. So I think we'll call that.
And he's out of
GG.
range. He's left the arena.
Well, good fight for Brand Newbros, pulling the surprise upset earlier against Herschard at site, the Germans, who were all like raring and ready to go. They're like the first team who was actually on the field ready, and they said, "Hey, let's go." And they were the first team eliminated. But now Brand Newbros down as well. Well done to them. Just wasn't quite the right fight today, but that means DRONV moving on. Naliao Inc. going to be moving to the next stage of this tournament. And Peanuts, do we have a result on the battle between Razor and Treacle?
So Trickle has offered a rematch with him T2 fit as well, and L2 has accepted that.
Okay, so they haven't actually fought yet.